just ordered some holders for the iPod, because they're going to fall out of my ears one of these times. So there's little holders that just goes around your earlobe. This way if they do fall, they'll be caught. We'll see how that's going to work. We'll see how that's going to work. Siri, turn on adaptive mode for iPods. You almost hit that squirrel. You didn't know which way to go. Yeah, so I have this one ear pod in, and it muffles. When I go to talk, it stops playing music. I have it set up like that. They're the new iPod Pro 2s. Yep, I went all out and bought the watch, bought the iPod, you know, ear speakers. What else did I buy this time around? I guess that was enough. It's 6 after 12, just afternoon. I have a vendor appointment coming in a little while, 2 o'clock, between 2 and 5. Been having just ongoing intermittent internet issues at home. I'll make a left-hand turn here. Alright, we hit the grass easements up here. This only takes like an hour and 45 minutes, this ride, something like that. Between that and an hour and 50. What am I running? Trying different air pressure, a little bit harder over here. So I have 26 and 24. Was running 25 and 22. Then I had 25 and 26 last time. So now we got 25 and, what did I say? 24 and 26, is that what I said? I'm going into Staten Island with a friend of mine tomorrow to do some of their trails. I'm taking this gravel bike. Alright, first hill starts here. There's the hill up there. Excuse me. Look at this hill. You can't tell on the camera, this is real steep. Very steep. Heart rate 148 getting up that sucker. Did they cut that? Oh my God, they cut it. They cleared this. Beautiful. They just left that overhanging branch right there. Beautiful. But we happen to go all the way around. Much better. That was so thick and dense. I had been walking through it, and I decided just to take the street around and get back in. Excuse me. So we have that tricky little bridge up here. I always go across since we're going by it. It's the other way that's trickier. Here I can come in at a wide, nice wide angle. Oh, pedal kick to get up there. Then you got to come down on a turn. All about body position. I went out and ran almost a mile around my complex last night. I went out to do a walk. I just started running to stretch my back and trying, and I kept running. I would think that would make me sore. Excuse me. Well, it's so much easier without having to go around on the sidewalks. This fence is real heavy. This doorway here. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I had the Apple Watch workouts in pause mode. I should turn it off because I'm definitely going to lose distance. There's no auto pause like below a certain amount of miles per hour like you have on the Garmin. Beautiful sunshine. I was in the gym this morning, 45 minutes to an hour I normally go. I hustle, I can do everything in 45 minutes. Leg workout today. Boogie right up here, go right up to the top of this easily. Have to put the brakes on. That I've gotten more accustomed to, rolling into things with speed. Always used to hit them at a standstill and just pedal my way through. So we're going to try and do a full narration through this ride here. This used to be the old Hoffman LaRoche site. Then it was bought out by another company and they moved out to California. When they closed this down for several years, it was empty and they paid a lot of taxes to Nutley. I think Nutley was getting support from the government for years. Hello. And then, you know, all the medical schooling and stuff what they have in here, Quest Diagnostics, they're starting to come alive again. And we had COVID going on through all that. Yeah, it was a it's off-camber railroad tracks. Siri, play next song. Siri, play next song. And there she goes. So I wasn't on the bike yesterday. I did a long ride on Sunday, like 40 some miles, 41 or 42, over to Staten Island and back, just over to Bayonne Bridge. And last year, in November, I started learning about Staten Island and riding over there half a dozen times. And over in the Meadowlands the other day when I was hiking, I could look across the water and see all Jersey City and New York City. And it was a cool day. And just like songs bring back memories, the cool weather brought back memories of all my rides. And in the cool season, it was over there, and it was up in Mohonk in Minnewaska last year. Got to tighten up my pedals. Maybe I'll do that today. At least the right one. Right one always feels like it's going to come out. So I think I did 26 and 24. That's what I put in the tires. And when I go at like 25 and 22, I just have to be gentle when I know the wheels are going to hit the curb. And there's really not much of a rolling distance that you can even tell. A rolling difference, I should say. grass. This is the first, well, not the first grass easement. We hit that way back early in the ride. And this is all heading west. And we're going to turn south up here when we hit the power lines. And continue south all the way down till we turn around at Belleville High School. Not feeling too stiff, but not feeling energetic. Never feel energetic, but I had a couple of rides recently where I didn't feel too bad. It's just I should call it energetic for me, for the way I'm used to feeling. So I have to mount on the handlebars. You can see it right here. I may try mounting the camera on the handlebar for the ride back in the wide view like I have here, just for experimentation. I don't use YouTube for any, income, just for fun. So I was asking, who likes what view. I'm still deciding. I was questioning the leg showing, and then a couple of people said that they liked it like that. Beautiful, just beautiful day for October 3rd. October 3rd. The first road crossing. Nice little cul-de-sac in Nutley. I don't know if this is Nutley or this may be Clifton, this little section. Just scoffed down 2 servings of oatmeal with walnuts and raisins and still digesting. I had no breakfast. Actually, I had a banana earlier, that was it. But I was in the gym for 45 minutes, so maybe I need something. Oh, I just love these Powerlines. Turn the music off for a little bit. Second Street crossing. So the next one will be Passaic Avenue. I believe it's Passaic Avenue. It may be Bloomfield Avenue still. But to the left would be Bloomfield Avenue and Kingsland Avenue. And to the right would be Passaic Avenue, up in that direction, going towards Montclair. So I found a position on the hoods where I can control the brakes, where I could ride up here more often now. Here, I got to be careful with the rear wheel when it comes up. I don't have much air in the tires. The 26 is actually pretty good. Don't have to be as careful. Otherwise, I'm banging my rim as the rubber tire depresses all the way. Well, not enough air. But if you manage that lightly, you can run real low air. Now remember, I have 42 millimeters, but because my rims, the internal width is 3 centimeters, 30 millimeters. Well, let me say that again. 3 centimeters, yes. It spreads my tire out to measure 47s. So yes, the tires are 42. And when I mount them on these rims and I measure them, they're 47s. So depending on the internal width of your rim, that will dictate, now, you know, the tire true width. Now, when I got this bike new for the first 9 months, I had 47 millimeter tires, all specialized tires I use. And they measured 2.1. That was like, what, 51 or 47 for 8, for 9, for 9, 50, like 52 that measured. It measures like 5 millimeters more with the wider rims. And I didn't know that. That's like a 2.1 inch mountain bike tire. You know, it didn't have any tread though. Minimal, but for the way I rode it was perfect. Now these here have a little more sidewall, like on the sides of the tire. There's a little bit of some knobs for in turns. And in the center, these have no, it's a smooth surface for faster rolling. I can't tell the difference. And you're supposed to put higher pressure in narrower tires, and that doesn't really seem to apply for me. It doesn't make a difference. So I run the same kind of pressures I did with the 47 millimeters as I do with these 42s. But yeah, I didn't know they measured so wide until I bought a caliper and started measuring them. Just to see, you know, using that silica's got a nice calculator for how much pressure you should put on your tires, in your tires, based on what kind of terrain you're riding, how much you and the bike weigh, you know, what kind of tire it is, all the and how fast you're going. So all the parameters you need to decide a good pressure, and then you can adjust from there. Oh, beautiful out here, beautiful. I'm certainly not feeling energetic, so trying to keep it in a comfortable pace. Not a comfortable pace, a comfortable effort level. Who cares about the pace? What's the effort level? So I'm going to be 65 in November. I keep referring to myself being 65, so that's not going to make a difference for me. I'm going from the right here this time. He's going from the left. Of course, it's going to be wet over in here. Of course. Really need to cut the grass over here. They normally do a real good job of it, keeping it short. And I just learned, not knowing all the years, that these are power lines. So after there should be a fire, you know, with a lot of grass and you know, more to burn, so the PSE&G keeps the grass short. That's one of the reasons. I think that's a primary reason. But I didn't realize that was the case. Oh, this is real long over here. I don't know why they're not out here working. The effort's feeling hard for me today. Show 90 degrees, you can see it there on my garment. Because that's just out in the sun. Okay, so 26 and 24. I'm going to go 25 and 23. That's what I like. I had been using 25 and 22. So when we come back, we'll be coming from the left side there. And then heading back and doing everything we just came from now. Up here, all the stuff going forward now, we'll miss this because we come back a different way for this end. Yeah. Oh, it's 148, but I just feel the effort feels so much more. That was steep. So with that earpiece in my ear, let's pull it out. Pull it out, put it in my pocket. Yeah, it just feels more now. I feel like I'm just out here now. I don't have one ear covered. I think I like this better. At least today. I can hear the wind. I feel like I'm outside. More immersive. A more immersive feeling. So I've been doing these Powerlines often the last couple months. Haven't been doing trail riding. I was going to the gym like twice a week and doing every body part just once. Now I'm doing the same thing, but what I did in one day I do in 3 days. So it takes me 6 days in the gym on a weekly basis, 6 days to do everything I was doing in 2 days. And if I don't take a day off, I'm getting, I'm going back to the gym a little bit sooner than when I was doing the 2-day schedule. I think it's better like this because I'm in there. When I'm in there, I'm doing all kinds of other stretching. Granted, when I was doing the 2-day weightlifting, I was on the bike all the other days, riding the bike. And the new watch with the health app that records it, the new headphones, the music starts playing as soon as the workout app starts. Just some fun excitement. Has me motivated a little bit. I think this is that real steep spot. And this is Center Street in Nutley. Look how steep this is. Crazy steep. Crazy steep. You can't see it, but that's it. Crazy steep. Then you got to come to a stop right before the curb. Right at the curb, you got to come to a stop. While you're way down in the drops and your vision is limited. That used to give me agita every time thinking about doing this ride. But the extreme position, especially being in the drops, I'm really tilted forward. So when I ride the mountain bike and I do some extreme rolls, it'll be definitely easier for me because I never get in that kind of extreme position. So that's a good thing there. Instead of just pushing down and pulling the front end up to get up on the curves, I'm trying to do a little pedal kick. And with the pedal up in the air, you push down real hard. Like you push down on the front end, like you lean forward, then you push real hard on the pedal when it's up at the 12 o'clock position, and you're leaning back at the same time real hard. Just like you were trying to get in a wheelie position. Yeah, I'm bored with my effort level, feel tired today. Anyway, it's just fun to be out here. It's a beautiful day. The wind is light. I did a bunch of camera testing this morning. Like I said, I'm going to put the camera on the handlebars instead of on my chest coming back. Yeah, I'm sweating already, dripping down onto my sunglasses. Jeez. I have a tank top on today, or I can say sleeveless jersey. Sleeveless. I just have to make sure there's no wires blocking me. When I come down and off here, sometimes there's a wire between the post. You want to run into a wire, that'd be real trouble. You'd get hurt. Yeah, so it's kind of a pain, when I have to deal with appointments with the Optimum technicians. They bought the router yesterday. That didn't fix my problem. I gotta wait for him again from 2 to 5. I should be home by 2, but it just gives me like a time constraint. These little back roads cutting through Nutley. So this is like paralleling, if you're driving in the car, those of you who know Nutley, driving down Franklin Street. We're paralleling it. Let me just see. Heading south. Right, paralleling it, heading south. Lunchtime, dog walkers are out walking people's dogs. Maybe the owners are home, like me, not working anymore, walking their pets. Something keeps rattling. Something keeps rattling. Oh, it's the screw. I think it's the screw. So this is real steep right here. Here's the Garden State Parkway. Those cars you see to the right. I've ridden along there, just trying to see where you could go with the sides of the road. Really a fun route. I always encourage everybody to check out the power lines by their house. They might be surprised. I know out in the real rural areas, they might be just not rideable with the grade sometimes. But in the suburbs, like where I'm at, perfect. North Arlington, Lyndhurst side is good. I use that when I go over to the Corte and the Meadowlands. Almost to 5 miles. You can see all the readings on my Garmin here. I'll walk you through starting at the top left. Is my speed. Below that is my distance. Then my power. Pedaling pressure. Below that is my what gear I'm in the rear on my cassette. And time of day is the very bottom left. If you go back up top to the top right, it's my average speed. The cadence, how fast I'm turning the pedals below that. The heart rate, I don't have a strap on, so it measures it from my wrist, but the Apple can show it there. The temperature, 91.9, and then the elapsed time. All the time I've been out here on the bike for this ride. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Really nice and quiet. 12:41. Heading over here to go up this steep hill. That's how I do it. So this route doesn't have a lot of elevation, but it certainly seems like it when you're out here, a lot of punchiness. I think this has it's steep, but it's steep down, but then at the bottom, it gets even steeper, and the part that you roll onto kind of goes up in the air down here, so you hit real hard when you come to the bottom. That might be trickier than the other one. You just have to know there's going to be a lot of pushback into your arms as you hit that last flat area. Yes, I'm feeling tired today. My right foot keeps coming out. I definitely have to tighten up just that one. Both sides of the pedal. Even right there, at the very bottom, it just dips down. All right. So there's bushes you see way up there, 100 yards, 200 yards. There's a stream behind that. There's no way to get across. So we go left and we come back in, so we continue on the power lines up there. We'll see how we do it up here. This is all Easement. your handlebars don't get grabbed here on these branches like I just did there. Grab my handlebar. Try to keep fighting it back. So I don't know if the owners cut that, but well, like here, I get you, whoever's cutting this is cutting that. This is all part of the town. All part of the easements. Now somebody told me that 10 feet of everybody's property where it meets the sidewalk, you know, next to the street, is easement. You're allowed to walk on that. Like to my right here, all 10 feet. Any sidewalk that connects to somebody's grass or property, 10 feet of that, you're allowed to walk on or use.